The world of technology is evolving at an incredible pace. Blink, and you've missed a breakthrough. But staying ahead isn't just about keeping up with gadgets. It's about preparing yourself for a future that's already arriving faster than expected. Whether you're a developer, a business owner, a student, or just someone trying to understand the next big shift, knowing where tech is headed gives you an edge. So let's jump into the trends that are shaping 2025 and why you should care. The speed of change, why it matters. We've all felt it. That moment when a new term, like generative AI, blockchain, or digital twin, enters the mainstream, and you're not quite sure what it means. That's not just a sign of innovation, it's a sign of how fast everything is moving. Back in 2020, AI was a buzzword. Today, it's in your phone, your car, your smart fridge, and your favorite apps. We went from talking about AI like it was something in the lab to talking to AI like it's a co-worker or creative partner. And it's not just AI. It's automation, extended reality, synthetic media, robotics, biotech. Every corner of our lives is being reshaped. And if we're not actively paying attention, we risk falling behind. But this isn't about fear. It's about opportunity. And there's plenty of it. 1. AI. From assistant to architect, AI is no longer a futuristic concept. It's our present reality. In 2025, we're seeing AI go beyond basic automation and content generation. We're entering a phase where AI is designing new drugs from scratch using molecular models, co-authoring code alongside developers in real time, diagnosing diseases from scans faster and more accurately than humans, personalizing education to suit the learning pace of every individual student. Generative AI is being used not just for creating text or art, but for designing entire products, building game environments, writing marketing strategies, and even simulating economic models. Companies are no longer asking, should we use AI? They're asking, how deeply can we embed AI into everything we do? And yes, with that power comes risk. The rise of deepfakes, AI-generated scams, and algorithmic bias is real. But responsible AI development is one of the biggest conversations happening right now. And 2025 is the year where regulation starts catching up to innovation. 2. Quantum computing. Solving the impossible. Quantum computing might sound like something only physicists understand, but here's the bottom line. It can solve problems classical computers never could. Why does this matter? Drug discovery could accelerate dramatically by simulating molecular behavior. Financial modeling could become exponentially more accurate. Climate simulations could become more precise, helping us understand and address global warming. In 2025, we're not quite at full-scale, fault-tolerant quantum computing, but we are getting closer to quantum advantage, where quantum systems solve useful problems faster than traditional ones. Companies like IBM, Google, and startups like Rigetti are racing toward practical applications. Quantum as a service is already here in early stages, and in 5 years, it could be as mainstream as cloud computing is today. 3. Virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality merging worlds, with Apple Vision Pro making waves and Meta doubling down on the metaverse. Immersive tech is heating up. But here's what's really exciting. In 2025, education and training. VR is revolutionizing how we teach surgery, mechanics, firefighting, any skill where realism matters. Remote collaboration. Mixed reality lets teams across the globe interact in shared virtual environments as if they're in the same room. Retail and commerce. Try-on experiences for clothing, furniture placement previews, and immersive product demos are becoming standard. We're starting to see true convergence. where AR glasses overlay data on the real world in useful, non-intrusive ways. The goal? Seamlessly integrating digital information into physical space, enhancing, not distracting from, our lives. And when that hardware gets lighter, cheaper, and more intuitive, expect a boom. 4. Brain-computer interfaces, BCIs. The mind as a controller. This one sounds wild, because it is. Brain-computer interfaces are devices that allow direct communication between your brain and external devices. We're not talking about science fiction anymore. In 2025, Neuralink and competitors are testing implants that allow paralyzed individuals to control computers or robotic limbs with thought alone. Non-invasive BCIs are hitting the consumer market, promising new ways to game, meditate, or even type just by focusing. Imagine sending a message just by thinking it, playing a game using your intentions instead of a controller, or helping stroke survivors regain independence through mental commands. The ethical considerations are massive. Data privacy, consent, even identity, but so are the potential benefits. This tech could redefine what it means to be connected. 5. Automation and the new workforce. 2025 is the year we stop asking if jobs will be automated and start asking how we adapt to work alongside machines. Automation is already transforming industries like logistics, warehouses with fully autonomous inventory management, healthcare, AI assisting with patient intake, symptom checking, and even triage, customer service, intelligent chatbots that handle 80% of inquiries without human input. This doesn't mean jobs disappear. It means they change. New roles are emerging. Prompt engineers, AI ethicists, automation specialists. But we need reskilling efforts to keep pace with the change. Want to future-proof yourself? Learn how to work with AI, not fear it. 6. Biotech and wearables. Your body digitized. The wearable market has exploded, but it's evolving from simple fitness trackers to full-fledged personal diagnostics. Smartwatches that can detect early signs of atrial fibrillation or sleep apnea, continuous glucose monitors for diabetics, or even preventive health monitoring. Biosensors that track hydration, nutrition, and stress in real time. Biotech is also going beyond wearable. 25 sees growth in CRISPR gene editing trials, lab-grown organs for transplantation, personalized medicine based on your DNA and lifestyle. Your body is becoming a data platform, and the companies that earn your trust will be the ones that treat that data with respect. 7. Green tech. The race for a sustainable future. Sustainability isn't a nice-to-have anymore. It's essential. And in 2025, some of the most exciting tech is helping fight climate change. Next-gen solar panels that are cheaper and more efficient. Carbon capture startups using AI to optimize sequestration. Smart grids balancing energy in real time to reduce waste. Electric aviation finally getting off the ground with short-haul e-planes. From algae-based plastics to vertical farming, tech is tackling environmental issues in ways that were unthinkable a decade ago. Consumers are demanding it, governments are funding it, and innovators are delivering. 8. Cybersecurity. Trust in a digital age. As our lives become more digitized, security becomes more critical. 25 is seeing an arms race between hackers and defenders. AI-driven threats that evolve faster than traditional firewalls can keep up with. Zero-trust architecture becoming standard for enterprise security. Biometric authentication replacing passwords, but also raising privacy concerns. Cybersecurity is no longer just an IT concern. It's a boardroom topic, a personal responsibility, and a global issue. What it all means for you. All this innovation is exciting, but it comes with challenges. Information overload is real. That's why I make these videos, to cut through the hype and highlight what really matters. The digital divide is growing. If we're not careful, people without access to these tools and knowledge will be left behind. But the flip side, if you are paying attention, even just a little, you're already ahead of the curve. So, what's going to be hot in 2025? If I had to place my bets, here's what I think we'll be talking about most this year. Mainstream AI assistants that actually feel useful and personal. AR glasses from major players that finally hit consumer-friendly form factors. Healthcare tech that lets you monitor more of your health at home. Smart home tech that's more autonomous and truly plug-and-play. Ethical tech conversations driving real policy changes and company behavior. Conclusion: stay curious, stay connected. So there you have it, a deep dive into the hottest trends shaping 2025. It's a year of augmentation, not replacement. A year where human and machine collaboration hits new levels. A year where imagination turns into implementation. If you've got a favorite tech trend, something that's blown your mind or changed your routine, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And hey, if this kind of deep dive into future tech is your thing, make sure to subscribe. I've got more breakdowns, reviews, and predictions coming your way. Until then, stay curious, stay connected, and I'll see you in the next video.